Okay, guys, I only have 20 minutes, so I try to rush. Hopefully you can understand me. I think everybody knows me. Again, as a sort of repetition, there's two of us. David is also here today. And that's also the answer for any questions. If you are stuck with answers or questions, feel free to speak to both of us, but also everybody else that has this data unit t-shirt on today. And I have quite a lot to tell or to show, but it makes it very simple because the main topic is Make. And Make is a competitive solution to the SAP CPI. So that doesn't mean that we don't do CPI. We of course do CPI, but, and that's a very big but, due to a heavy SAP pricing, sometimes in the SME market we are forced to find some alternatives. And this is what I'd like to show you today. And it doesn't come, of course, with a simple PPT. I try to explain it and then make a live demo. If it doesn't work, it's the proof that it's live. If it works, it's also proof. But we will see. And feel free to ask the questions throughout this short demo. And last but not least, the point number 5, I also show you a Power BI solution again. That has nothing to do with Make, but it's kind of fits to the same topic, heavy pricing on SAP, and maybe something that is for free. You know what I mean, huh? Let's go ahead and we jump into the topic. So there's one slide before I jump to the solution. If somebody is here that doesn't know, Make again is a cloud platform that is online and does the same as CPI, so it connects anything to anything. So I give you a very simple example, or you have some already on the screen. So if you have an outside CRM solution like HubSpot or whatever, you can easily connect it to SAP Business One. Very important, I took it out from the presentation, but still, because I heard there are also S4 Public partners here in the room, of course, it also works for S4 Public, but of course, we also do it with S4 Public. Again, with the same reason as I said. Good. Let's do two use cases live. I give you one use case in which we will receive data from outside to SAP, and then a second solution which we do the opposite. We will send something from SAP to an outside application. And before we do that, a short summary on the top right. So we don't talk about make.com, but we talk about Make Enterprise. There's a big difference in the normal Make and in Make Enterprise. And the big difference is that the Make Enterprise has an on-premise connector out of the box. Meaning there is no need to open any ports on your whatever SAP Business One solution. So you can directly access the service layer together with this on-premise connector without any security issues. So no port opening is needed. And this is why, I think this question might come as well, why we chose Make Enterprise to be the solution to be. And of course, as it is a cloud platform, there's nothing to be installed. You have the direct access to service layer. So within 5 minutes, you have the entire service layer exposed to the entire web. And it is not a hassle. I'm not a coder, and I even did my first processes. Good, it's easy, and it's also but also only Make Enterprise. If it gets complex, you also have JavaScript that is not available in the ordinary Make, but it is available in Make Enterprise. Good, and then also speed. If I compare that to B1i, no complaints about B1i. Yeah, we have also benefits apart from that. And of course, is a very good pricing. So, last point, and then I'll show it. In the enterprise version, it's possible to have your own customer. So, if you want, you can check into our enterprise account, but be your own partner and also see only your processes and also only your customer without the need of doing your own enterprise contract with Make. Good. This being said, let's go ahead and make a short, small demo. We'll see if that works. I first of all give you a UI example, and then we do the process. I think I have it open here. Yep. So very simple. This is a very neat screen of Make as it comes after the first login. First of all, the one that I explained here, you would have your own account, and then within the scenarios, you would have your customers which you can configure. And in each of those, you might or might not have your existing processes to be used for that specific customer. So let me jump into the very first screen I saw. Just to give you an idea, and I'm not selling you Make, I'm selling you the on-premise connector, but at the end of the day, whatever you like to do, there is for sure an SAP or an outside tool connector. For example, if you want to send an SMS, you have dozens of SMS connectors. If you want to make a connection to a solution called Salesforce, of course, yes, there is a Salesforce connector. But not only Salesforce, we can also jump into SAP stuff like SuccessFactors. It's like almost everything. Almost everything which is available online, they are predefined connectors, and that includes, as I just said, the on-premise world from B1. Now, jumping off, hopefully it was not too fast. I will show you a simple one. We will show you a real-life scenario from an existing use case. This is a Shopify connection. So we will actually transmit a Shopify e-commerce order directly into SAP Business One and using the on-premise connector. To show you that, just very quickly, I jump into Business One to show you that it is live. So just have to make it bigger. There we go. So this is my demo account. You see here, by the way, no extension is running, so it's neat SAP. And we just remember, sorry, I have it in German. I see. You will know the screens, no worries. I go open the sales order, and just for everybody to remember, the sales order 576 is our latest one. So just closing it with again. And now let's do a Shopify shopping experience with the Bretli shop from Data Unit. That is a fake shop. I have to tell that because we even received payments from somebody because we offered here cheap wine. and we had to cancel it again. But so don't do that, it's fake. Here as an example, I'll purchase Turicum gin. I don't explain you how an e-commerce solution works, but I will just put that into my cart. Very simple. Maybe we add a specific number that we remember. Let's put in 6 bottles of Turicum, and this will cost us 290 Swiss francs. I have already logged in with my email so that I can save some time. You see here my delivery address and the payment methods so that I don't need to pay. I will do a bank transmission. Good. Now, at the same time, I will do the purchasing just quickly because I put in the interface now on manual mode. So the purchase is now over. 6 bottles of this Turicum. And now if I jump back to the scenario that I've just opened up, of course I would normally let that run at the very same time. Now I will just run it manually so that you see what is happening. So I will press on start, and now you see the processes goes through and everything was successful. If it would not have been successful, I would have received the red message. So meaning everything should have been processed into SAP Business One. Let's jump back to SAP Business One and see if that is true. Go one back. You see we have now order 577, so it indeed was correct. You see the correct price, 290 francs, 6 bottle of Turicum barrel. So just very simple. So it's working fast, and it's working without any hassles. Now, let's jump to the second scenario. The second scenario is much easier, but it's very, it also perfectly illustrates the simplicity. And this time, we just have a two-phase process. We're using the webhooks. The webhooks coming in 2026 or 2. So to also show you now in the new world, in the web client world, how Make makes our life easier. And the use case is very simple. I have put in, when I find the web client, where is it? Here it is. I did a short integration of the opportunity module. Very simple. So if a new opportunity enters the system, we will publish it in Teams. It's an invented use case, but maybe you have so many opportunities that you would like to do that. Feel free to copy-paste the scenario. I put it into the marketing channel from our team. So Valeria, don't worry. Here we go. You see here the last one was from this morning from 10:32. So let's see if it works. If it works, we will have now a newest one. But let's go back. Let's add an opportunity in the web client. So I have to find the right app. Where is it? Create. Here we go. Let's create an opportunity. We will choose whatsoever customer. For example, Siemens AG. Everybody knows them. And we will write some comments. So good vibe customer willing to invest. Whatever. And then I think I have a compulsory field here. They want to spend 100,000 Swiss francs. Good. Now the webhook is listening on the add event. So as soon as I add it, the scenario will actually be executed and it will be published to Teams. So very simple scenario, but it gives you an idea how you can implement these Make stuff into the web client. Let's do that. Add and view. So behind the scenes, it's already happened. I have to switch now the server to see that. But you see the adding has been successful. And now let's jump back and see if it works. If you see, it did. It's now 14:19, so the times should be correct. And I just forwarded the name of the lead, Siemens AG, good vibe, willing to invest. I didn't put in the... Good. So, and now think about everything else. It's huge. It's vast, and it's easy, and it's cheap. Sounds cheap, but you know what I mean. Good. Let's go and do this last example, and hope to keep up with the time. The last example is just, the two example was a Make example. The last example is, to give you ideas, is inside the B1 web client. So we made, for example, a small extension. I'll show that quickly to you. We call it 360 web view. It gives us the complete customer. Now this is a very simple side-by-side solution. It gives us the complete customer, 400, 500, and shows all the SAP-related events. For example, let's choose another customer. For example, Adrian Boutelier. Let's take Adrian Boutelier. You will see its screen gets completely loaded. And once I jump into the activities, for example, I will be back in the web client and receive the same view I received, but I will receive it in the list view as Peter showed. And the same the other way around. Let's go, for example, to the CRM, check out some business partners, take a new one. We can take Siemens, maybe Siemens has some data, I don't know. Check out the dashboard to Siemens, so it's the same back, so not only from the dashboard back to the details, but also the other way around. You see here now Siemens is pre-selected, and everything else I see here Siemens. If I, of course, go into the detail of each app, I will land on the app of each detail as well. So you see, it's all vice versa. Now, what has this to do with make? Maybe good question. Maybe you didn't think about it. The good thing is, let's open the dashboard again for another customer, doesn't matter. And maybe you noticed in this small overview, which is of course configurable, in the last section, so these are all SAP objects, activities, service calls, equipment, whatsoever. It's all SAP. However, this last component is outside data. So it's coming not from SAP, it's coming from, I think it's an RSS feed, but we will use Make to illustrate the data. Simple, but also very, very helpful. So don't think about web client with B1 data only. Think about it with more, with extended, with whatever surrounding system that you have. Could be a CRM, could be sales factors, whatsoever. Good. So you see, wide range of flexibility with a small make.com enterprise. Good. Do I have? Pricing, yes. I think there's, yeah, we go for pricing. Huh? I think I'm running out of time, so I'll jump to the pricing. The pricing is, this is how you register, portal.dataunit.ch. So many of you already have an account. If not, feel free to open a new one. And here's the price. Make Enterprise, it's, I say, it's very reasonable. It's a monthly subscription of 79 Swiss francs, and it includes infinite numbers of customers. If you have one customer using Make, it's 79. If you have 10 customers using Make, it's 79. So this is just a base fee to have an enterprise account. There's nothing else behind the scenes. The only thing that comes on top is the process consumptions. So for 10 francs, you receive 10,000 processes. For 20, 20, for 30, 30, and so on. So this is the dynamic part in the price. And of course, that belongs to the entire pot, but the base fee, that doesn't change regardless how many customers you have. One bracket, that's the B1 price. The S4 price is a different one, but still very reasonable. Okay, I should have written it. But you see it on the price list anyway. Good. The second one, the web view, if you like to have this dashboard, which is completely dynamic, it's 19 Swiss francs. That is per web client, per customer, not entirely. Good. Last slide, we can talk about it. No, not slide, but live demo. Is a preview which will come out in second quarter of Q2. That is a B1 dashboard. Now we took out the finance dashboard and we put it into into Microsoft Power BI. So maybe if you're interested, this is a SBO demo database. The good thing about it is you can easily use these Power BI UIs and integrate it in Teams. You still have your drag and drop. You can actually mark whatever, for example, months you'd like to see. And you see here it's content-driven data. So if I want to only analyze June, I click on June and you get the analysis of June from this year. So what the dashboard actually should be like. Nothing special. The only difference, this is not SAP default, it's Power BI, and it doesn't cost you anything for viewing it. It, of course, costs you something to get it. Good, that was my 20 minutes, and I think I can close the session with any questions.
Perfectly. Thank you so much, Philipp.
I have one question, only one. If you think about someone processing B1I processes or make processes in the future, is this the same person? The same?
I would use the same person, but it is a different knowledge. I mean, it's the same. Any integration tool is similar, so it's all similar to B1I. The difference is it's an online tool versus an whatever installed tool.
I just have a question. What is the difference between the existing solution available in the market with this one What are we talking about pricing? Is it 2 times cheaper, 3 times cheaper?
I can only compare to the CPI, and that is times 100 times cheaper,
Wow.
more or less. If you're lucky, it's 50 times cheaper. I mean, if you get some discounts. Okay. Good. Then, Vicky, thank you
Yes, thank you.
for.